Hey everybody, welcome to the Pistrano Show. Today I want to give a big update on the mega build, the SCX6 rock bouncer. And then I want to do a little mail call. I got some stuff in today that I think goes with this. So let's get started. Let me pull this into frame here. So here's the buggy. First thing I did was I changed out all the hardware to stainless. I didn't buy a kit or anything. I just bought a bunch of stainless screws and M4s, M3s. So I knew that I could do this entire vehicle with the screws I have. So I got that. Next up, can't really see it, but the 4 screws for the transmission. We got the drive shafts on the transmission. Pretty smooth. It's going to be loud, but they all are. So that's all hooked up. And then, as you can see, I'm sure that's the first thing you saw, was this gigantic nose sticking out the front. So this is a 56 millimeter can. It's 118 millimeters long. I think it's the biggest. Well, I talked to Hobbywing, and they said this is the biggest that you can put in here. So, and I agree, because the links and everything get really close. So it's like perfect. Everything's just perfectly set for this motor. So my buddy, Mr. Beast Mode RC, has made me a carbon fiber plate that'll go in this area, and this will house 2 of these bad boys, and this will be right here in the middle between the 2 batteries. So I'll have a battery here, the ESC, and then a battery here. I did also solder on the QS8 plug. I'm running QS8, but I'm going from QS8 to XT90 to plug the batteries in. So all my batteries are going to be XT90. I'm going to convert all of them that I would run in this. And in my Creighton 6S's, both of my Creightons will have this connector, so they can run same batteries. They can't run 2 6S's, so these will be dedicated to this truck. I got 2 more ordered. I just did that last night, so they'll be showing up sometime soon. But yeah, no room for people. You know, it's going to be a tight fit, but I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but as soon as I put that battery in ESC, it's almost balanced. So I put that other battery in here, which I happen to have right here. Try and slide this guy in. So yeah, that's going to be the layout right there. And it's balanced, completely balanced. That's freaking wicked, isn't it? I mean, that's 12S, 6,000 mAh per battery, The ESC is a Max 5. And then the motor. So this is going to be an awesome 12S setup. I'm super excited. It's just going to rip. Rip, rip, rip. The only thing I might need to do in the future is get a bigger pinion. I'm not sure if my pinion's big enough for what I'm wanting to do. But we'll find out. And then if you take this stuff out, it's not balanced anymore. So that's a good thing. Pretty excited about that. I'll put this back up. So yeah. That's going to be the layout. I've got an axle here. This is the front axle. I guess we can talk about them now. I haven't done anything to them. But get this out of the way. Monster. And so the next step is, I'm hoping in my mail call today we will have our servos. So I'll mount up the servos, mount up the steering linkage, and then get them ready to go in. And then we'll have to connect the upper and lower links. And probably at the same time I'll throw the shocks on there. And then we're not too far away from driving this guy. So I want to say all of this is Vitavon. Vitavon axles, Vitavon drive shafts, axles, links, servo mounts, all of this is Vitavon. The only thing that isn't so far in the vehicle is the motor, the Hobbywing. Everything else is made by Vitavon. So let's go on to a mail call. What do you guys think? I know I have a knife here somewhere. Maybe not. All right, now I do have some stuff coming for the Creightons, so you might see some of that as well. But the main thing would be, well, this is even, oh, I know what these are. Yeah, so these are the front. So on my next TRX 4M build, building it different. The axles actually come with these flat steering links, and I hate them. So I got 2 of these to put on there and make it look much nicer. So put that with my build stuff. I think this is from Scorched. This is international. And Scorch makes some awesome stuff for the Creightons. I have some Scorch stuff on there already, like all the hubs, front and rear. I don't know what else. I got some other stuff on there. So Scorched are the people that I had problems with their steering link. So let's see what we got here. So, that's so wicked. First thing we got, what did I do? Staple all these together? Damn, that is big. So that's 48T center spur gear for a Creighton. So this is the part I need to mount that on there. So this is titanium spool set, and you put that gear on there and it gets rid of the differential, so the center diff is gone. And what you end up with is just a big gear in the middle touching your pinion. So yeah, that's going on the show truck for now. I have the Arma center diff, and I'm going to put that in the basher. So they sent me another one of these. This is the steering link, and then they sent me new bearings. So hopefully these slide right in. So right now I have Treal steering on my show truck, and I have Vitavon steering on my basher. And I gotta decide if I'm gonna change out that stuff for this, or just put this in a parts bin and wait till it's time. Because I have the whole setup. The whole setup is awesome. So it's going to be a hard decision on whether I swap out or leave the Treal in the show truck. But so yeah, so that's a nice little mail call. Always like some titanium parts. Nice. All right. So these all go with the show truck, and we'll decide what we're going to do with those steering parts later. I want to do that one last. So let's pull this one over. This is another package from Hobbywing. Box looks like it's been through hell. 2, 3, 4. Ho, ho, ho. So far from Turnigy, I have 4 mini batteries for all my 1/18 scale. Those are 650 mAh, and they're 75C, which is pretty good for little trucks. Then I've got 2 more of the bigger ones. Get these out of the way for a second. These are 1400, but these are 4S. These are 3S. These are 4S. Then I've got the 2 monsters, the 2 6S, 6000 mAh. By the way, all these charged wonderfully on my new Hitec charger. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. So let's see what we got here. So now the Rapids are the high-end batteries. So this is a 3S, 6000 mAh. So that's a 3S. Now Not sure what I'm going to use the 3Ss for, but I guess, I don't know if these will fit. I don't know if they'll fit or not. But that H10, that Vanquish H10, I'm not sure if these will fit in there or not. They're pretty big. Very nice batteries though, right? Gotta love the color. So I got two 3S. And what do you expect these to be? I told you guys before, but bam. 4S 100C with 200C spikes. So we got, let's do this. So we got two 3S, two 4S, and two 6S. Big stack of batteries. And then we've got two 4S and four 3S little batteries. So the 6S's will be run in the Mega Truck. The 4S's will probably be ran in the Mega Truck and or the Creightons. The two 3S's, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet, but I'm sure I'll find something to drive with them. These will be the servo batteries for the Mega Truck, and these are for my minis. So, huge shout out to Turnigy. I mean, I couldn't ask for more than this. I mean, these are wicked batteries. All of these already have the XT90s on them. Do the 3S's have XT90s too? Yep. Even the 3S has XT90s. These have XT60s and these have XT30s, which is what I run in all my other vehicles. So we're good to go there. All right, on to the next package. Let me get all these out of the way. I might have to get another lipo bag. I don't think these will all fit in my lipo bag, because I still have 6 4S Huvos and 2 4S, a little bit bigger than these, for my Red Cat Ascent. And then I got a bunch of other ones from like my low seas and stuff like that. So, but yeah, batteries galore. Huge. And I'm just glad those two 6S batteries fit in the cage exactly the way I wanted them to. So once I get that plate from Beast Mode RC, check him out, I will definitely have a killer setup. Alright, last but not least at all, I know what these are. Now, I love NSDRC to death, and they always try to use flat rate shipping. But when I've got $500 in this little cardboard package, it scares the shit out of me. I've never had an issue, so there's nothing wrong with that. Never had an issue, but it just scary. He does double bag it, so I guess that's one thing. But I never trust those USPS packages, or at least not the envelope. Alrighty. Bam. Bam. Look at these motherfuckers. Oh, even got my other one. This is my Rs2500V2. This one will go in the H10. We got our stickers. We got, ooh, we got goodies. Sweet. This is new. This we're gonna have to investigate and tell you everything about it. But this is a voltage regulator. It's adjustable. It's sweet is what it is. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Then we've got two monster horns. I think I ordered them for this one. I'm not sure. I can always use them on these, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah. Well, just for fun, let's get them out and look at them. So this one is the small one. This is a I forget what they call shallow depth mount. As you can see, he's got rubber pieces here to hold it in place. Normal servo goes all the way out there, and this servo does not. So it takes up less room, gives you more room for other things. I've got two of these in my Red Cat Ascent, and it works really well. So I thought, well, it would work great in the H10. The H10 actually mounts them like this, and so I wanted that extra room. You guys know I really like to flex out, so if I'm going to make it flex out, I'm going to need that more room to be able to move everything. So yeah, that is a beautiful servo, by the way. Water resistant. NSDRC Rs2500V2. And the operation voltage is from 8.4 to 16.8. I'm not sure what I'll be running it at yet. So, sweet, sweet, sweet. This will either be run at 3S or 4S. I'm not sure what. So, the stock motor in the H10 is, you know, just a regular 540 can motor. And I've got a Castle Creations Mamba X and their crawling motor. And I think that's what I'm going to put in it. I don't know if it's 3S or 4S, but by the way the batteries mount in the vehicle, I might have to buy special batteries just for that, which is fine. But as you see, I've got a shit ton of batteries now that and two of them I don't know what to do with. So there's that. That'll be in the H10. Put that off to the side. This we're gonna revisit. I'll probably do a show on that in the installation. Alright, so now the big boys have stickers on them. They get to cut to get to. These things are just amazing. So if you look at it, this build that I'm doing, it's the same as like a BattleBot. So the motor that's in it is actually used in some BattleBots. These servos are sometimes used in BattleBots. So we're building a BattleBot, guys. We're going to take it out. We got to think of a weapon. What weapon are we going to put on the rock bouncer? I mean, everybody does a blade. The spinners are what's cool. Not the full spinners, but the ones that have the drum on the front of them. I love that. I think we need a drum on the front of this. Make it like a lawnmower or something. Then we gotta come up with a cool name. Like Phoenix Rising or Don't Tell Your Mother. I don't know. Well, here's one of them. Gorgeous servo. And this one also is 8.4 to 16.8 volts. I don't know. Some of you guys, I noticed on some of the pages, people don't understand what direct power means. So when you have a servo, 90% of the time your servo's just got this cord. And this plugs into your receiver and you're good to go. That's all you got to worry about. Direct power, you have this as well. And this is a little JST connection, red and black wires for power. So usually you have 3 wires here, and that gets you your power from the receiver. Now, some receivers put out 6 volts, some receivers put out 7.2 volts, some receivers put out 8 volts. Some of the Radiolinks actually go to 10 volts, which is pretty cool. But if you're wanting to use 16.8 volts, you can't use the receiver because you're not going to get that from the receiver. Or from the, well, let me back up. I said it wrong, and I don't want everybody to jump on here and tell me I'm full of beans. So the output voltage actually comes from the ESC, and you can set your ESC to go at 6.4 or 8.4 or whatever, but usually they only go up to like 8.4. Some of the bigger ones, like I have, go up a little bit further, but your receiver has to be able to handle that. So if you have a receiver that's 8.4 volts and you send 12 volts thinking you're going to power your servo with 12 volts, it's going to knock out your receiver because that voltage passes through the receiver. So that's not going to work. So you're limited on what your receiver can handle. Now, let me get, well, if I can find my receiver that's going in this build. 1 second, guys. I got so many batteries in mine now. Where's my receiver? Okay, here we go. So this receiver, the R8FG, says it goes up to, I'm blind as a bat, I think it's 12 volts, which is very good for a receiver. Most of them don't go that high. So if you have a receiver that can handle 12 volts, that means you can take 12 volts from the ESC all the way through the receiver and supply your servo with 12 volts. But that still don't get you to the 14.8 or 16.8. And if I try to put 16.8 through this, it's going to fry it. Okay? So the voltage is coming from the ESC. You can only put as much voltage into it as that your receiver is rated at. And then you're trying to get to the 16.8 number because you want this thing to go as fast as it possibly can and have that torque. Let's see here. So, and the reason is torque. So at 18.4 volts, your torque is 157 kilograms. No. Oh. No. I don't like the specs on the back of this thing. Oh, it's just telling you at 12.6 volts, you get 2,175 inches of torque. It don't give me the other voltages, unfortunately. I get on their website, but I can't right now. So you want that high torque. Oh yeah, here it is. Duh. I'm so stupid. So 1,520 ounces at 8.4 volts. Then you got 2,175 ounces at 12.6 volts. Then if you make it to the 16.8, you have 2,650 ounces. So you gain 500 ounces just by going to the 16.8. Now, is that overkill for this build? I don't know. I mean, it depends on where you're going and what you're doing and what you get caught up in. But me, I want the highest voltage. So we can't run the voltage from the ESC to the receiver that high. So what you do is you get a direct power servo and you hook a 4S battery to this and you get your 16.8 volts. So you get your commands through this, through the receiver. You get your voltage and power through this. Now there's adapters you can put inline and all that. But in this build, I'm going to have a separate battery just for these. So that I know that I'm not going over voltage. Now, I say that, but this might allow me to run these inline with my 12S, which would actually be 6S. You'd run it on one side. But I got to figure this out first. So I don't know. If it would be great to not have to run a third battery in that, because you saw how much room I have. None. So if this does what I think it does, I'll get on here and explain it, and this is the way it will go. So for now, you get to see the gigantic servo, and it goes so nicely with the gigantic motor. Oh. Isn't that pretty? Now this build's going to have two of these. It's going to have one back here too. Can't see it, but so yeah, they go good together. Looks nice. So I guess NSDRC, it would be really cool if you did those sideways, but so they matched. That'd be sweet. But they're close enough for me. I actually like the way the Rs2500 looks, because it doesn't need anything special on it, because it's just a badass. I mean, if you're running one of these, you're at the top edge of RCs, electric RCs. So, all right, I hope everybody understood my little wire explanation. I know tons of you guys already know that, so don't think I'm talking down to you. It's just, I know, like I said, I saw some people on, I don't know, one of the groups that didn't understand it. So I thought I'd just go over it real quick since we were here. So this finishes up the electronics for the Mega Build. 2 of these, so I'll mount these up here today and get those ready to put in the bouncer cage over there. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing next. I'll mount my servos up nice and neat, and then I will tighten up all the screws, make sure they're all tight, because a lot of them aren't. And I know they just put the screws in to hold everything together. They don't want to tighten everything up, strip it out, so they just let you do that. What else? The batteries, Turnigy, thank you so much. NSDRC, thank you for these badass servos. They're going to look great in there. And also this one, don't forget this little guy going in the next build. It looks so small, but it's not. I mean, when you got this hoss out here, and you put that up next to it, you're like, well, that's not even, it looks like a micro servo, but it's not. That is a 10th scale servo. It just looks like it's micro compared to the Rs2500V2. Get you a couple of those to replace your steering in your car. Damn near could do it. So, I guess that's it for today. I'd like to thank all our partners: Vitavon, NSDRC, SBIPrints, Hyperflow fans, Hitec. Don't forget the RDX4 charger, Hitec. Who else we got? Treal, Injora. By the way, oh damn, I gotta extend the show just a little bit. Hope everybody's got a couple minutes, because I gotta shit. Ugh. So, Injora supplied us with 2-stage foam. Soft on the outside, hard on the inside. Pain in the ass to install. I've done this on several vehicles. Pain in the ass to install. But when you're done, you get this. We got a Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X on a Vitavon 2.9-inch wheel, 24 screw beadlocks. Badass. The lighter foam on the outside let you get a little more traction when you're going into this. I mean, if you think about it, you let the air down in your tires when you're crawling. That's the same thing. It feels like the air has been, so you get a wider patch of traction. So yeah, those big bad boys will be on the end of each one of these axles. These are the V1 wheels. Design's not all that fancy, but they're beefy. That's the thing. As you look how thick the aluminum is on these, and it's just monstrous. Again, CNC'd out of a solid bar of aluminum. Just beautiful. Alright, so now I'm done. So thanks to Injora for the foams, and I also have some lights from them that we will be installing soon. Oh, who else can I think? Injora, Treal. Let me give him a little sign. I know this sign is ridiculous, but it makes it easy for me. There we go. So NSDRC, Vitavon, Hitec, Radiolink, Treal. I forgot Radiolink was the one I forgot, by the way. So thank you, Radiolink. You got badass receivers. SBIPrints, Hyperflow fans, Injora, all of you. Thank you all so much. You're helping this build come together, and I appreciate it. Everybody go check out their stuff. If you haven't already, go look them up. It's worth it. I mean, if you guys have watched my videos, I try to use the best of the best. And these guys are all the best of the best. I mean, NSDRC, best servos. Vitavon, best everything. I mean, every CNC piece of aluminum they make is just wicked. Hitec. Their chargers are great, but the RDX4 charger is just nice. Radiolink receivers, I only use those, and they're in every vehicle I have. And sorry, excuse me. Never had an issue with any of them. So no lost. I never lose connection. You know, I hear people doing that all the time, and I think, how is that possible? Because I never do it. Injora, they got great parts for mini trucks. They got great parts for everything, and like I said, foams and lights for the SCX6. Hyperflow fans. This guy makes the best fans and assemblies out there. I mean, go check out his page. They're wicked. SBIPrints, best 3D printer I know. Everything looks silky smooth when he's done with it. Just crazy. And then Treal, we all know Treal. They're not doing much on this build, but they are one of our team members. So I always like to mention them as well. So, all right. That's my spiel. Don't forget the giveaway. I have a giveaway going right now. All you have to do is go to the giveaway video. You have to like it, share it, comment the special code that is in the video, and you're in. You have a chance to win JRX2, Mini JRX2 from Losi. Might not be your speed, but hey, what about your kids? What about your cousins? Wouldn't that be nice to win that and be able to give that to your cousin and say, hey, I love RCs, you know, maybe you will too. You could change somebody's life. I know it sounds stupid, but one RC car changed my life. I didn't get into drugs. I didn't get into drinking. I didn't get into trouble because I was at the freaking track sweating my ass off trying to beat all these old guys. So go out and get somebody involved and make a difference in their life. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. It can happen. You know, just like basketball can change a kid's life, or football, getting them involved. Get the kids outside. That's the first thing. All right, everybody. I've rambled enough. Y'all have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the Pistrano Show. Have a good one.